Let me know where we're going.
What's going on, people? It's Alyork Sports, live from the Silver Tank Casino. We're going behind the scenes. These are like more little things that I'm starting to do more. Getting the people's more involved, doing what I got to do to show y'all what I'm about, etc. Give me a minute. I'm getting other groups involved. With Papi S'mores today, we're going to cover a major question that flows around mainly in Las Vegas. And I'm going to tell y'all why. You know what I mean? X-Man in the building. What's up, baby? You don't want to miss this. I got my boy Papi S'mores in the building. Behind the scenes, Ben Velasquez. You definitely don't want to miss this. The question is going to be, is Floyd Mayweather Jr. the best ever? And Papi S'mores, who's been in Las Vegas forever, an ex-promoter. He's always been in the trenches, been in every gym in this motherfucker. So he knows who's who. And he's going to break down the yard. Is Floyd Mayweather the best ever? Y'all know what I think already. It's a no. But, you know, this guy got more knowledge than me, and he's going to break it down the yard. Come on, baby. Big J, what up, baby? Come on. This is Kenny. Matter of fact, we're going to get that out. We're going to go right to Papi S'mores. Papi, what we're going to have to do, since we two big motherfuckers, I'm going to ask the question, I'm going to fade so that you can come in.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah,
So we're going to start off like this.
How we starting?
Floyd Mayweather Jr., 50-0, 27 knockouts, won multiple divisions, welterweight is what I got here. Beat basically everybody. To me, I could question all that shit.
He ain't basically beat everybody.
I could question that. But the question is Floyd Mayweather the best ever? If yes, explain why to my peoples. If no, explain why. We ain't watering nothing, Papi.
No, we can't
Papi,
water
if
shit,
you start
man.
watering shit before we had this conversation, you was going in. I want you to go into my peoples the same motherfucking way.
Okay, baby.
Talk to him. Is he the best ever or not?
Okay, so first of all, that's a motherfucking yes and no motherfucking answer.
No, we don't
yes
want yes
and
or no.
No, you're gonna have to listen.
We don't want yes or no.
But you're gonna have to listen.
It's either or, Papi.
In his mind, he is. That's a yes in his mind.
Okay, in his mind.
Okay, so don't fuck with me with this.
No, but
I've been doing
we don't
this
do that two shit.
I'm not doing
the
no two
Alyork
shit.
Sports Show either has no tail. We don't do both, man. But go ahead, talk to them.
The bottom line is, in his mind, he is. In my mind, I know the real deal.
So
you
tell
know what
them
I'm saying?
the real deal.
The real deal is, bottom line, ain't no motherfucking way that any individual that's been in this boxing connotations over any X amount of time, in his era, in his mind, in his brain, okay, cool. Big kudos to you. Okay, I know your daddy, I know all that, I know everything about all of y'all. Okay? Bottom line is, hell the fuck no.
Okay.
Okay? And let me tell you why. For 5 years you ducked Pacquiao. Okay, you know, you
Okay, hold up. I believe you. I'm with you. How about to those that say, yeah, but he wasn't drug tested. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. I'm with you. I think he did duck him. But what do you answer to the people? Because they going to ask. Remember, they going to think we hating. We not hating. We keeping all the way 100.
Not a motherfucking hater.
Once you go against LeBron James or Floyd Mayweather, you are a hater. That's what people think. So we got to give these motherfuckers facts. So when they say that,
why don't they go against
when
Steph
they say
Curry?
Pacquiao was shooting and Floyd wanted him to be clean, how do you answer that? Talk to me.
Yeah, Pacquiao has been involved in a lot of that performance enhancement controversy, and it's been deemed necessary, and that's for everybody in boxing to be able to understand that there is some leverage and significance to that.
Right.
But that's not what we fucking talking about. What we're talking about is that Floyd made excuses for half a decade.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Not to fight this motherfucking hog. This motherfucker was an animal because they was talking about he was on this, that, and the third and the fourth. bottom line, man, Floyd Mayweather is not the best ever. Only way that he is the TBE is in his entourage, his umbrella, and his brain. But he's not the best ever.
Okay, give him more though. Okay, we got the Pacquiao. That might not be enough for certain cats. Why else you think he ain't the best ever? Either because somebody else is, or is it more of him not being the best?
He has not equal up to the standards that it comes to be able to claim the crown of being the best ever.
Well,
boxing and ever. Let me talk, man.
50 and 0.
You've been talking. I don't give a fuck about no 50 and 0.
But
motherfuckers is the one way more. They got Chavez is a bad motherfucker. He won a gang of shit over 50. Okay? You got to be able to pay attention, man. Floyd in his era, you know, in his brain, and in his entourage and his umbrella is the best ever, but that's a facade. That's a fucking facade because he didn't fight all of the people that was associated. He ducked Bud Crawford. He ducked Keith Thurman. He ducked Pacquiao. You know, he ducked so many different fighters because it was in his particular connotation as a boxing. He became a businessman. He's a technical bad motherfucker. I buy you none. I've talked about it for forever. He has the accolades as one of the best defensive fighters that has ever laced up a pair of boxing boots and has ever put on some gloves. But the bottom line is that Floyd Mayweather is not the best ever in boxing history.
Okay,
bottom line. So what you want to know? What you ask me? Ask me some shit.
Okay, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have people bring up the 50 and 0. You're gonna have
that's
people.
Overrated,
Okay,
but
you're gonna have people say he's a gym rat. You know, he's around the smartest boxing people around. From Ellaby, from the Mayweathers, his
Ellaby never boxed, man. He was in the military.
His uncle, but he knows about boxing.
Yeah, Jeff Mayweather, his daddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We understand
He's from a boxing family.
He has a boxing pedigree.
Yes.
But that doesn't make him the best motherfucker ever. You got all type of people in boxing that has boxing pedigree.
Right.
You got David Benavidez, boxing pedigree. Okay? You got Raleigh that's getting ready to fight Tank, boxing pedigree. You got Shakur Stevenson, boxing pedigree. You got Julio Chavez Jr., boxing pedigree.
Who's 50 and 0 though?
Who's 50 and 0?
I'm just saying. Remember, I'm not here to support me. I gotta give the.
Is that a trick question?
Hold on.
But is that a trick question?
No, not at all. I gotta give the people that like Mayweather they shit.
God bless them for liking
I'm a hater. I'm a hater if I don't.
I'm not hating on Mayweather.
So we keeping it all the way 100.
I'm not hating on Mayweather. The 50 and 0 is overrated. You have more fighters that went far beyond that plateau in boxing. It just was that everybody's circumference started focusing in and zeroing in on this 5-0 shit. And you've had boxers that you know, to me, the baddest motherfucker was Jack Johnson.
That's your best ever, right?
That's my fucking best ever. That motherfucker fought 20 plus motherfucking rounds, and he fought everything and everybody. And he had these. He had paws. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck about all that other bullshit. You know, you're talking about in his era.
Fight. Let them know what era he fought in.
He fought way before I was born, man. Way before Floyd was born.
So what we talking about, the 20s, 30s?
We're talking way back in the, I want to say maybe late 1800s. Don't quote me on this shit. But it might have been the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Okay. I'm going to say Muhammad Ali, in my book, is the best ever.
He's one of the best.
He's got some losses. I understand that.
He's one of the best.
But what I like about Ali, he fought whoever, whenever. Just
Larry Holmes was one of the best ever.
Yeah, but we
okay. And
I like Larry, but he just kept fighting. He kept fighting.
Okay, but he got shanked because he fought the Spinks boys, even though he won the fight. They just didn't want to see him get to that Rocky Marciano. I got to talk about that guy too. Rocky Marciano was a hog. He didn't play.
They said 1800s.
Okay then, fine. I don't give a fuck when it was. It was boxing. It could have been the 1700s.
Right.
Who gives a Sam Hill? Who gives a...
Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase the question. Okay, you got Jack Johnson, right? But let's go
One
now.
of the greatest.
Okay, let's go from, let's say, 1950 up.
Okay, Joe Louis. I like Joe.
Okay, okay.
I love Joe Louis. You know what? He fought for this country. He laced some motherfuckers up, and he put paws on motherfuckers, and he got the job done.
Right.
You understand? Joe Louis. George Foreman. Who was the first motherfucker that ever won at that particular age? Floyd ain't never won that when he was 50. Is he 50 yet? Let him fight a motherfucker for the title since he's talking about he the best ever. Let him fight a motherfucker at 50. And let's see what he come up with. Motherfucker might come up short, House.
Yeah.
He might champ. He might come up short. I'm just saying. I'm just being 1-1 with you.
Yeah. See, like I said, there's a lot of things I could give Floyd credit for. There's a lot of things I could discredit him for. I didn't like the way he danced around a lot of people. I don't like that when he does fight, he's got to have it his way. The glove sizes, all type of little stipulations. I just feel if you the best, this is my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna listen to you.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna listen to
you. But if you're the best,
come
on, stop playing around.
I ain't gonna play around with you. I ain't playing around.
Listen. I respect you. Respect me, bro.
I respect you all the time.
Listen.
I'm listening.
If you the best,
right?
You go out there and you show you the best. Fuck what kind of shoelaces a motherfucker wearing. Fuck if the gloves are big. Fuck who's refereeing. You go in there and you show out. Because once you show out, that tells everybody who the best is. And I think he always had everything leaning to his favor, and I didn't like that. But that's just me.
Okay, well,
that's just me.
You're delusional. The reason why is
I'm delusional.
But that's my opinion.
It's not accurate what I said.
Partially accurate and partially inaccurate.
No, Mayweather did not have everything the way he wanted it. Glove sizes and all that shit.
No.
Come on, dog.
Floyd had to
fighting dudes when he wanted to. That's not accurate.
He scratched and grind. He had to come up out of the trenches, out of the mud, man.
No, I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that.
I give him that because
he
redefined boxing and as far as execution.
Give him credit for that, yep.
Defense win championships. One of the best catalyst individuals that has ever did that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But as far as him being the best ever, no, that's just a label. Let me tell you how that shit came about, because a lot of these motherfuckers don't know. I'm in the gym talking to Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, and I'm talking to a whole bunch of people because they bring buses to Floyd's gym, and a lot of the guys was asking me, said, well, Floyd Mayweather, is he a great boxer? I said, yeah. I said, but Roger Mayweather was a great boxer. I said, Floyd Mayweather Sr. was a great boxer. Jeff Mayweather was a great boxer. I said, the thing is that Floyd is just a better boxer than any of the pedigree that's in the Mayweather umbrella. And then when he heard that he boxing, he working out, he getting ready for the Madonna fight, he working out, and he listening to me. And he was like, no, and he listening to the people and stuff. And that's when he came up with one who is his cousin with the label TBE, the best ever.
Right.
He's the best ever in the Mayweather umbrella.
Okay.
In that family. But
I don't think that's how he mean it, though.
But I'm telling you what happened, man.
No, you're not listening. He mean that shit worldwide.
I understand.
He the best ever worldwide.
That's fine.
He don't think under the umbrella.
Yeah, I understand that. But
so then clarify your motherfucking
self. I'm going to clarify.
Yeah,
I'm going to clarify because this is what happened when he was in the motherfucking... A lot of motherfuckers didn't even know who the fuck Jeff Mayweather was.
They got a question there. They say Marvin Hagler was the greatest. What you think about that?
One of the greatest.
I love Marvin Hagler.
I totally concur with that. One of the baddest motherfucking cerebral assassins that ever stepped into the ring.
Facts.
Bottom line,
Hagler was the beat. I like Hitman. Hitman was one of my
Hitman had the long receipt. This was Hitman, and this was everybody else.
Yep.
You know,
I love Hitman Hearn. That's my guy too.
Hey, love the Detroit is the
B, baby.
The B, baby. You gotta love that, baby. That's the real spiel. Bottom line. Now, that's a good query, but you gotta remember, Hagler wouldn't step down, so Sugar Ray had to step up and touch his ass, and he's better than Floyd Mayweather. What about that? Think about that. Way better than Floyd Mayweather. Whooped his daddy's ass. Okay.
See, well, a lot of people. Okay, can I get a word now? Is it all right if I get a word in?
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm gonna get a word in.
I'm just playing. Go ahead, champ.
The problem with people is that they run with the 50-0 and think, oh, he got no losses. That
Rocky
makes him the best.
Had no losses.
No. But here's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, champ. What you trying to make?
Since he got no losses, that makes him the best. I don't see it like that. I see the guys who fought motherfuckers, never hesitated to fight the guy, win or lose, went out there, showed out. Even if he got a loss, 2 losses, 3, 4 losses, if I seen enough to think he's the greatest, he's the greatest to me. I could go through a couple of losses.
But you got some Mexican motherfuckers that won more than that.
Exactly.
So
like Chavez went 8-8. What was it? 80-0 before he lost.
Thank you. So how the fuck? Why is that not mentioned in the TBA?
Well, Chavez. No, a lot of people mention Chavez though. Julio says
I don't want to say TBE. I want to say TBA, to be announced in the best ever.
Right.
You know.
Right.
TBE is a brand, okay? Because he is the best in that particular pedigree as a Mayweather. But he's not the best.
How about
boxer.
This era? I might even give him this era.
This era?
Yeah, I might even
one
give
of
him
the
the,
best.
I'm not gonna give him the other eras.
One of the best.
Right.
Just one of the best. One of the best. You know. Pacquiao is up there. When you got so many.
I love Pac-Man too.
Man, Pac-Man is a hog.
He fight anybody, anytime. All that shit.
Okay, let's take this for instance. Pacquiao fought a young motherfucker and touched his ass. Motherfucking the boy.
Ugas?
Not Ugas, but
Morales?
Keith Thurman.
Oh, okay.
How come Floyd ain't ever fought this motherfucker?
But he fucked Thurman up.
But Floyd didn't fight him. Thurman called Floyd out. Floyd wasn't trying because he wanted to pick his motherfucking fighters.
That's what I'm saying. See, this hard.
It's not hard to understand.
It's hard for me to say he's the best ever.
He's not the best ever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's delusional, man. It's a brand. He's the best ever.
It don't matter if he's trash. It don't matter if Papi is trash. Bottom line is, motherfucker, hey, Pacquiao's not trash. You gotta watch your mouth with that X. X, I love you. You gotta watch your mouth with Pacquiao being trash. Thurman, I could roll with you because he did some real stupid shit.
Man, Pacquiao's not trash.
Nah,
man.
not at all. Not at all.
You're delusional, man. He's a Hall of Famer, man.
Yeah.
He whooped Oscar De La Hoya, all them motherfuckers.
Yeah. And he beat these motherfuckers when they wasn't old.
When they wasn't old.
Too old.
They was in their prime.
Yep.
You gotta realize, Pacquiao is an icon.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted, man.
Don't get it twisted.
That man, hold on, let me say this, because you motherfuckers don't know. Pacquiao used to sleep in the graves with Morris East. Morris East was the first black Filipino champ of the world. Y'all need to do your motherfucking homework. Google Morris East.
Look that shit up.
Look that shit up. While you bullshit.
Close it out. Next one, close it out real quick. We got a couple minutes.
Okay,
Wife is waiting for me to go eat.
Okay, yeah, you got to go eat.
So close it out real quick.
Okay. Floyd Mayweather, I don't take no accolades, no accomplishments, things that he's done. I give him total reverence for. But the bottom line is, hell the fuck no, he's not the best ever in boxing.
You heard it
Stop
from a
being
man
fucking delusional.
That's been about, I think, 50, 60 years in the boxing.
3 years
in the boxing game. I'm not saying he can't be wrong. But he spoke to a lot of people in the gyms.
And I know a lot of motherfuckers.
And these are the conversations that take place
like barbershop
in the trenches. Yeah,
like
in
barbershop
the trenches.
shit, yo.
So I'm not going to hold that for him. And I told him, he told me today, he goes, Al, you think you know more than me in boxing? I said, no, I don't know more than you
in
boxing.
You act like you did when you was talking that bullshit.
Just like you don't know more about me about baseball, basketball, and football.
Okay, don't talk about that shit.
Boxing, though.
We can talk about some baseball.
No, you got the boxing, though.
No, you ain't
let me close it up. Let me close it up.
Okay, talk about the boss. Boston is not going to win it, motherfucker. Okay, he said Boston ain't going to do shit.
Okay, let me close it up.
He's
talking about the Celtics. Let me close up. No, let's not mess up a good show. Let's close up.
Don't mess up a good show.
Papi S'mores always gonna bring it. That's why I bring my man in. He do the boxing thing. He don't play no game, and he's been in the trenches. I always say, guys, I like the 50-0. I think Floyd Mayweather is one of the best businessmen ever.
Yeah, businessman.
Ever. Be in a gym rat. I would never take that away from him. Best
Superior
defensive.
athlete.
Oh my God.
Superior
defensively,
athlete.
like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Superior.
But I can't make him the best ever. Not hating, not being stubborn.
That's a facade.
That's why I bring 63 years in here. You know why? For you dudes that thinking I'm hating behind the scene or Al hating, I just bring 63 years in front of y'all, dog. And I know opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. But I'm going to take his opinion. Trust me. Because he kicking like he see it. And with that, thank you for joining us behind the scenes.
No cut card, man.
Alyork Sports, Papi S'mores, the Alyork Sports Show, the raw truth. I'll get to y'all soon. Look for me on Friday on the Alyork Sports Show. Love you motherfuckers. And Floyd Mayweather is not the TBE of this
Believe
fucking planet.
that.
100, y'all.